So I'm gonna dedicate this episode here for the 800 meters women. There's some things maybe I'll share here that might interest you. The protagonist I'll be concerned about mostly is Moraa Athing, and how she looked in this race here in Eugene yesterday. My opinion is that Moraa Athing is a thing of the past. I don't want to be the one writing what I call athletic obituary. That's a very harsh way of looking at it. She's still 22. She has a life maybe beyond even athletics. But my take right now, watching her yesterday, is that we are watching a thing of the past. We have to look back and enjoy what she gave us in the Olympics, in the World Championship, whatever she gave us. If she comes back, I'll be the first one to say the biggest comeback ever. She's 22. She had a good run. She had a good phase of her career in athletics. But what I watched yesterday was anything but a comeback. We have to be honest when we see certain things. I spoke to a guy I just met randomly. He was curious too about athletes. He likes to talk to them, get a sense of who they are, what's going on. And he was of the opinion that Moraa Athing, Nikolaslev, I think that's her last name, he's not a good racer. Whether you agree with him or not, he says something about our racing tactics have to be protected. In other words, if you watch Moraa Athing, if things don't go our way, she doesn't know how to adjust. That is not a good thing in an event that is very, It's an event that is very crowded, and it is where you have to fight for position. And she doesn't have that toughness. And I think the fragility is being exposed at the moment. I saw it yesterday, close and personal. To see her just even introduced is as if she was being told, here is where you got buried last time during the trials. And we remember what happened. I hate to be the one saying this, but Bob Cousy, the coach, the new coach, the way I see his athletes, unless he changes something that I don't know, Moraa Athing is not the same lady athlete we'll be seeing moving forward in 800. The field was great, 157, like I say. Sergei Duguma from Ethiopia, she took care of business. I told you so. My bragging rights keep going up. Let's add to the what's going on is Mary Moraa, the Kenyan. She hasn't had a good American experience, because you remember she did the GST and she was anything but what we know. And so maybe we leave at the fact that maybe America is not treating her very well. The results don't show. 425 when she did the 1500 during the GST was like, what might have happened? And then yesterday when I saw her, she's frailing, she's all over the lanes. She doesn't know when to move. Even going to the bell, she's always in control. And then home straight, she couldn't find her legs. But the thing is, I'd given her the Stockholm 157. I'd given her some flowers, hoping that she'll sniff those flowers and come to Eugene, where she's done very well in the past, and continue where she left off. But again, it's too quick to judge, isn't it? These are young athletes. Maybe they'll find their mojo. I hope so. But what I saw yesterday were two ladies who need to recalibrate. They need to go back to the drawing board. For me, it's not physical. It's not that they're not training hard. For me, I don't see that they haven't been putting in the work. I just see something is lost. They look like they are not in touch with the souls of their past winning mentality. More pronounced is more Athing, Nikolaev. I think watching even at the end of the race, I think I went out. There's a section for athletes where you can see them cooling down. She's become a lonely ranger. You know, this, I think it could be mental. I'm just speculating. You know, I'm always this kind of a person. I coach for a long time, so I'm always watching some things, some signals that can give me a clue what's going on. And the mental aspect is big. Yeah, more I think my friend 800 was anything but that. Mary Moraa, she might find her groove when she goes back to the trials in Kenya. She might surprise us. The 400 is becoming, maybe she can go there and save herself because she's a good 400-meter runner. But the 800 right now, even as a whole group of athletes, 800 is not an event that we are seeing super fast times. I mean, 157, I think 156 is what we have seen. I mean, Prudence, the South African, coming second, 157. To me, they were just winning 1-2. I think there was no other call. Reike, the Brit or the Scot? Yeah, the Scot. No big competition. There was nothing really thrilling about 800. Maybe that's why I'm kind of saying, whatever. But those two ladies, Mary and more thing, we need to see something. We need to see something that they've showed us in the past, and right now it's not coming through. I've given an episode or two to more thing. It's a mental issue for her. Bob Cousy is telling us all these things about the training, baseball, minor league. I didn't see it. I'll be the first to tell you that I didn't see it. Maybe she needs to race more. Maybe she needs to go out there and she needs to go where things are happening. Get her to Europe. Expose her to some hardship. This fragility, this idea of protecting athletes, to me, doesn't cut it. Put them in some rough waters. Hopefully they'll figure out to swim. That's just my take on that. Anyway, 800, you saw the results. I told you Sergey Nduguma's gonna win it. She does it. More Athing and Mary, there you have it. I think the other event I was gonna talk about slightly here is the 100 meters. Yes, Julian Alfred, Carri Richardson, and then you have, what's her name? I forgot, Melissa Wooden, who had the best time coming in. They warmed up right in front of us, and Ellie, of course, was excited to see Shakira just in front of us. There's something you have to know about the past. People go with what they saw in the past. And if they don't see that spark, they start to say what's going on. And Shakira, when she came out even to warm up, like I say, something is going on we can't tell. Maybe we're just watching. We always leave and expect the past to tell us anything about the present. Shakira didn't have it. She didn't arrive on stage with a bang. There's something we expected as she's done in the past. She has a swagger. The crowd was excited. That's all they were. And she never delivered. She was last, 11 flat. They say it's a season best. There's nothing there for me. There again, you have Shakira not being Shakira of old. That's expected sometimes. So, and then for me, I think Melissa Wooden beating Julian Alfred was not surprising, but it's 100 meters. If you don't, I think if I was watching it closely, and I think Wooden had a great start. She had is phenomenal. Getting off the blocks, she got off the blocks, and I think in mid-section, Julian made the gap, and they were shoulder to shoulder, but I think she had to make so much ground, and by that time, I think Wooden had it. She wins it. The winning time of 10:27 is the best time in the world. I don't think Julian was way back. But there's something I followed up later with Julian, because I had not a chat, but I had a close encounter with her when they were cooling down. And she's a very interesting person to look at closely. She looked emotionally distraught. And I think I'm not surprised. These are highly competitive events. The pressure on these young ladies and young men is very high, and the emotions can be carried on the shoulders, on the face. I'm a coach. Maybe I'm too much of a coach. I keep an eye. She was at the downside of her emotions, and it was showing on her face, kind of teary eyes. Our coach was there. I think they'll go back again the drawing board. I think she's still the lady to beat in the World Championship. She gave me a moment of close encounter. For me, it's not autographs. It's trying to get a sense of what's going on, so that when I watch, I can say, wow, that is what I saw, maybe close range. So for me, I was privileged again to see Julian Alfred close and personal. And she's very generous, signing autographs. And like LeVron McClogan, who ran into the car without signing autographs of young boys and girls who wanted to do that. I don't know. Listen, I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's beautiful when these athletes allow themselves to mingle up with their fans like me. Yes. Yeah, that was 100 meters. And then the long jump, Tara Woodhall, I don't want to give a lot of shout out. She saves the best for last. 707 meters, she wins. Of course, she takes the crowd to the next level of, I got this! Malaika Muhando, the German. I kind of kick myself right now because I had an opportunity maybe to say hi to her. I didn't, I froze. Ellie's like, you got froze. These are the athletes you talk about. You can't even say hi to them. She was right there. I could have said hi. Yeah, Malaika Muhando, she comes second, 701 meters. Honestly, I think I'm learning that, yes, I respect these athletes. I've been here before. I respect their art. I respect their space. I'm not a person who will barge in. I have to be careful. I don't look like I'm just going to go blah, blah, blah. But I think courage will come around, and I just want to interview them. I want to ask them questions. Like even later, I was asking myself, you could have asked Muhando, when you saw Tara going into that last jump, what do you think? You think she had it? I can interview these people, so I think I need to learn the art of doing it. It was my first experience, but I saw them closely, and I think moving forward, I'll try to give you guys an insight into the minds of these great athletes that make my day and my life. Because Tukuriada, my friend, saying, yes, I'm back in Northwest